designed for keeping secrets in my hair, or any space you can find. Glad to see that I can help make your life a bit easier. But have you ever thought of how I felt? You need to think about your behavior.
I didn't do it. It's only Thursday, boys and girls. And we'll give you another edition of Butch on Sports. Simply Butch here. Thanks for tuning in. Yes, indeed. Sports news to be had right now. Watching the Washington Capitals and the Pittsburgh Penguins playing some hockey right now here. Washington has surprised everyone and are staying into this particular series. Right now it's 0-0 in the second period, about 13 minutes and some change. And not to be had by the other things that are going on in the league right now here, yes, the playoffs is going on and the Cavaliers is beating the crap out of the Raptors. They're trying to get a little rally going, the Raptors. That is here. LeBron James is fantastic. And he's brought some friends with him, too. Yes, he has. Love has been, I don't know, hateful out there. I mean, he's hitting like it's no tomorrow on that court. He has some help tonight, LeBron James, and yes, Cleveland is leaving. Toronto with a 2-0 lead, probably, pretty soon here. It's close, but we'll keep you abreast of the score and whatever it may be. Here we go, boys and girls. Other sports news to be had today. I just want to let you know that Detroit Tigers slugger Miguel Cabrera played today after 3 games sitting on the bench, getting some biceps together and being able to come out and make a contribution with the Detroit Tigers team, who has won 2 in a row. In the 6th inning, boys and girls, that was all over. Miguel Cabrera strained his right hamstring while taking second base in the 6th inning at Kauffman Stadium. That's in Kansas City. He's back in the lineup, like I said, as a designated hitter. Missed the last 3 games with the bicep spasms. He reached it on the single. He advanced to second base by Nick Castellanos, who pulled on up when Trina went out to the field and went and got him. And I'm quite sure Cabrera is going to be out for a while, and don't be surprised that he's not going to be put on the 10-day disabled list. I called that early in the week with the biceps because there's no way in the world right now, when you got some little kids that need some experience, it's the best time to put him in there and rest Cabrera. Give him 10 days off. Let him get healed. Not running, not doing other things. And you go out in the field today and Tigers will miss him for a while. Neil Goodwin replaced him. Okay? However, Cabrera right now, and they're going to miss him. He's hitting .326, 3 homers, 21 RBIs. He's very well needed in that Detroit lineup there. So we'll see how this goes on, but I'm quite sure 10-day disabled list or more will be in the heading for Miguel Cabrera, unless something is very much so serious, and I'm quite sure the Tigers will follow up on that tonight, and we'll know about that maybe as close as tomorrow or maybe late tonight here as we're doing this podcast. We're about in the after the area, 8 o'clock or so here. In the meanwhile, the Royals hit 3 homers, had some offensive power out there, and they beat up on the Detroit Tigers 10-6. Lucas Duda, as I should say, hit 3 hits. He drove in 4 runs. Kansas City just beat the crap out of him again with 3 home runs. Tigers stayed close in it here. However, it was not to be. Now, I'm just going to tell you right now what went on. They're hitting the ball. Castellanos got a home run. RBIs was to be had out there. Nice little spread. Iglesias got an RBI today. And it was a 2-out RBI at that. However, runners in scoring position with 2 outs. Castellanos. 2. Rio. 2. McCann's on left on base. McCullough's left on base. A total. This was 2 outs, by the way, boys and girls. A total of 11 men left on base. Again, and I will say it, small ball is in. You can't always sock and rocket the doggone ball here. You got to make people respect you by letting them know that you can do a various amount of things on the field and manufacture a run. And Detroit got to get in the habit of doing that. They don't have those consistent home run hitters as of yet. He hasn't warmed up that good. If we did, we would have seen this by now. Castellanos example, too. Everybody think he's going to hit 30 home runs? He might. It's going to take a while. Remember, we started off in the freezing cold. Now, Detroit Tigers are second in the Central Division with a 13-17 record. Now, in the Major League, their batting average is ranked number 9. That's at 249. That's the average. They rank 15th in runs in the Major League with 135 runs. Earned run average, they're 15th with a 4.05 earned run average. Again, the team is not showing disproportions and keeping up as the professional and not being the worst at what they do. The effort is out there, and I will be the first to stand up there on the totem pole and say, yes, it is. However, mistakes sometimes get made, and that's to be expected. But again, they have to learn how to manipulate the field when it comes down to them scoring runs, because those are going to be at a premium. Pitching was not very well today. From the starters to all the relievers, this was not good. Exception for the back end of the innings, that's when no one scored. However, the bottom line is Tigers didn't score, and they don't win. So there it is. Tigers lose tonight. Seattle Mariners announced Thursday that their baseball legend is going to join and get a job in the front office as a special assistant to the chairman. Who do you think I'm talking about? I'm talking about Ichiro. Yes, Ichiro has been given that job as per today with the Seattle Mariners. And to fill his roster spot, Eric Godich was selected from Tacoma to fill Ichiro's spot on the roster. Seattle said that he will not be playing the rest of this season for 2018. He's 44 years old, boys and girls. But here's a plot here that I kind of looked at that's sticking real good here. And I think right now Ichiro is done for the career. However, next year, the Seattle Mariners is going to open their season 2019 in Japan with a series against the Oakland Athletics. And some of us, at least me, will speculate that, Ichiro will probably play his last game in Japan. And at that point in time, after that series, hang him up. So, not so bad for Ichiro. Great player. And Seattle had a lot of respect to say, hey, look, he has some good in him, so let's see what's jumping out there. Detroit Lions had news coming out of their camp today. Defensive tackle Akeem Spence was traded to the Miami Dolphins for an undisclosed 2019 draft pick. So there's someone out the door already for the Detroit Lions as they hit those particular workouts and things that kind of show who's who and what's what. And I'm quite sure we're going to see several more either get waived, if they could, or will be traded. They're going to find some people who wants to do their thing. Speaking of football, that is, Matt Ryan of the Atlanta Falcons today agreed to a 5-year contract extension that included an average salary of $30 million a year and a $100 million guaranteed of money, according to the person with some knowledge of the negotiations there. Person requested an amenity because the figures were not publicly announced. However, Ryan becomes the first quarterback to land a $100 million guaranteed contract. And he'll set the bar starting next year, making $30 million a year. Congratulations to Matt. He's been in the league for 10 years, and that's your reward. And you still survive all this good stuff there. Apparently, they say Matt got something to give, and they paid him accordingly. Oh, boy. We'll move that on. Let's move it right along here. I haven't heard any news about the Pistons. Stan Van Gundy, and I told you, once that first news got on out here of the intention, or supposed to be the intention, from the source of ESPN, this thing would get very quiet very quickly here, and I don't think mum is the word, because you're not going to hear very much of anything until these gentlemen get together and say who's who and what's what. I do believe from the camp that is so the case of some restructuring of the upper management or the administration of jobs are to behalf of the Detroit Pistons. Again, I believe that Stan Van Gundy should be given that last year as a president because that's the talent that he brought in there. I just don't think he's the coach that needs to be on the floor to get these guys moving. He says because of injuries, that's why they didn't make the playoffs. I say that's poppycock. And I'll use maybe, I don't mean BS. I'll tell you that much now. Not poppycock. It means something else. But, hey, that we'll find out sooner than later what the Pistons are going to do. I give it maybe Monday of next week something will come about that particular conversations that they're having right now, according to me. That's my prediction. David Fizdale, meanwhile, he agreed to a contract to become the next head coach of the New York Knicks. Yahoo Sports has reported that particular source. Fizdale emerged as the front runner, the league told Yahoo Sports on Wednesday, and he's the former coach with the Memphis Grizzlies, who had an over 500 record and got fired the next year, which is something that I can't figure out. Grizzlies always had what you call not so much a talented team, but a very competitive, and be able to take what they had and brought something out there. Now, the Pistons can use somebody like that. You can motivate some players to get out there and bust their rear end. That'd be something. I still say a coach. You got some, I don't know. I tell you, they looked at David Blatz also as had a couple of meetings with David Blatz, from understanding this particular conversation that Yahoo Sports gave to media and folks on the internet there. The Knicks interviewed a lot of coaches there. They interviewed the Warriors ex-coach Mark Jackson as well, Atlanta Hawks Mike Bundelhoser as another particular individual, the league source said in this particular conversation about a new coach and whatnot here. What can I say? Right now, Pittsburgh is leading Washington with about 9 minutes left and some change in the second period. So we have a score in there if you're watching hockey. Of course, Winnipeg, I play later on tonight, and you're going to stay up late. Me, I'm going to get my rear end in bed tonight. You know, I can get a progressive night's sleep here. And speaking of progressive night sleep, or night sleep, I'm fumbling with my words right now here. Start fumbling around here. It's time to take a hike. Oh, way to exit off this show here, boys and girls. Thursday, whatever you want to call Thursday here. Friday to be had there, boys and girls. A lot of rain in the metropolitan Detroit area and beyond in the state of Michigan here. Hopefully everyone's safe. Temperature's going to cool down, but it's going to heat back up on the weekend, I understand. You can't fight with that. Hey, have a very good Thursday evening or a good Friday morning when you hear the podcast. Butch on Sports, you can always hear it on Facebook. Butch on Sports on Facebook. Do that for me, boys and girls. Check it on out there. Also, iTunes, you get a whiff of that. Or you can type in simplybuttoo.podomatic.com. And also Podbean on the game show. Yes, the game show. Got Nathan and crew, Big Dave and EJ, and yours truly made some contributions on the show. We'll be coming on for about the next month on Tuesdays, by the way, for the Wicked Sister. Hey, can't beat that, can you, boys and girls? I'm out of here. Butch on Sports is a presentation of Old My Darling Productions. Hey, have a great Thursday or a great Friday morning, boys and girls.